Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? So it's Loretta, aka Awakening Light, coming back with a new video. A video that, all right, y'all. So for the last 3 days, I've been like, oh, I'm gonna upload a video about listening to people when they like show you their true colors, like they're the red flags that somebody shows you is their true, that's who they are. But oftentimes we don't always listen to that. Look at me just jumping right in. The last time I tried to record this video, it just wasn't the topic. So then I was like, well, I'm going to talk about, what has been happening to me. So now I feel like I can talk about both. And I'm going to really try to keep this short because y'all know I could talk. So first things first, I had a friend call me. And it's not even just this one friend. I had a friend call me. This came up in another conversation I was having with another group of friends about dating. I was just like, what do you wish you knew when you were in your 20s? Like, I'm in my 20s, when I was in my early 20s, about dating. But also, like, my other friend had called me about some issues that was happening with some friends she's known and we've known since we were in, like, elementary school. So let's get to it. All right. So first things first, right? During this time, a lot of people have, and not everybody, because everybody does not have the same. We already talked about this. Everybody don't have the same normal. But a lot of people have a lot of time to think. And what this time to think, they're not only thinking about their own actions and their own, they're not only thinking about themselves, but they're also thinking about themselves in relation to other people. So, like, people that have been friends for years, but has always had something to say about that friend, might all of a sudden have an issue with you, and you don't know why, like, why they being like that towards me, but it's really because deep down, they've always had something they wanted to say to you, but they just never said it. Because place and times and things just never prevailed, and that's your best friend, and so she ain't want to hurt that's your best friend, and so she ain't want to hurt your feelings, or he ain't want to hurt your feelings, and blah, 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 blah. I say all of this to say, especially during this time, if somebody tells you something about yourself that they've been waiting to tell you, please listen to them. Listen with an open heart and listen with an open mind, and then make a choice. Oh, that's how you really feel? Oh, I ain't fucking with you. I should stop cursing, right? I don't want them to censor my videos. They won't. I don't know. Or, oh, that's how you really feel? Why you never said nothing? Like, if I would have known that was it, girl, like, we could have handled that a long time ago. But just really listen to what people have to say to you during this time, because it's true. Because they ain't got nothing better to do. So that's that. That only took me 3 minutes. That message is not really clear. Like, I could have went into so much of that, but I just wanted to say that. Just really, if somebody is showing you something about themselves that you think you ain't seen before, pay attention to them, because that's always been there. It's just that now is the time that it's coming out. So, yeah. And then the next thing, what I actually really, really wanted to come on here and talk about is, for the last like 3 or 4 days, I like felt my energy kind of depleting, and I didn't know why. And I tried to work through that. Like, people who know me, like, and I mean like people who actually know me, not people who pretend to know me, but people who actually know me know that I love to keep a smile on my face, that I love to be happy, and that, y'all, I think the world is full of butterflies and sunshines and rainbows and just leprechauns, and I mean the good leprechauns, like the Lucky Charms leprechauns. I just really think life is a fairy tale, but that's just my perspective, because that's what I think life could actually be if we took the time out to make it that way. So that's just me. You don't have to believe that, but that's just what I believe. I think when I think of heaven on earth and peace on earth, I really think of it as paradise for not just me, but for paradise for everybody on earth. And I think it is definitely capable of happening. I just, there's some work that needs to be done in order for to get there. But I try to really live in that now, right? So I try not to be sad for a long time. And when I am sad, that doesn't mean that I don't recognize it. It just means that I try very hard to get myself back in alignment with, positivity. But anywho, for the last 3 or 4 days, I just really felt myself being called to take a break, like to take a break from doing readings, like I do spiritual readings, to take a break from doing readings, to stop picking up other people's energy and just kind of sit with my own energy and figure out what was, what was happening to me, what the divine was telling me. I worked through it, right? First, some things I actually have to do, right? Like teaching, you can't stop that. And I'm not saying I'm teaching all day, y'all. Like, I'm not back in the classroom like how I used to be, but there's still requirements. So, I love to help people. So if somebody calls me, I'm more than willing to help. And then there's some other things that I just picked up, so, and I like to stay busy. It's just who I am. I like feeling needed and I like helping other people. So if I can, I will. But I just felt like, if I didn't sit down, if I didn't listen to the warnings that Spirit was giving me, I was going to be made, like he was going to make me sit down. So, as a teacher or whatever, let me also just say this. I am becoming okay with still being in alignment with God and still allowing things to work out for me, even though it's not working out for other people. And it's really effing hard, y'all, because some things I can't even imagine what other people are facing during this time. And it's so freaking heavy. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. And it's like, how can you be happy? How can you allow yourself to be happy when you know that like the world isn't in a good space? Like it was really something I was battling with. Like when people would ask me how I was doing, like, y'all, for real, like I'm good. Like I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm so thankful. But then it was like some of the people that were calling me wasn't in the same space that I was in emotionally. And so really opening up my heart to being compassionate for other people, because for me, I was like, some of y'all in the same position that I'm in. So I don't know what you're stressing about. You still have a payment being made to you. You still have your job. You're still securing your job. And there are some people in my family who don't effing have that. And there's lots of people in the freaking world that don't have that. So I don't understand why you stress. Be grateful. Like there were just some things that was coming into my space where I just couldn't shift my perspective for a second to really understand and be compassionate for other people. And it was really bothering me because I wanted to be so badly and I wanted to be supportive, but I was just like, it could be worse. Like it could be so much worse. You could be in somebody else's situation. Like there are people literally wishing they were in your position. So it was hard, and it was starting to take a toll on me. And I knew that I needed time when I felt those things. I knew that I needed time to just kind of take a break and really sit with those feelings and like process them. But instead I worked through them, which I have a habit of doing sometimes. I'm learning to stop it. But I say all this to say, I finally, reached that moment, where I felt anger, where I felt sadness, where I felt a little bit of hate in my heart, probably not a little bit, where I felt hate in my heart, let me be honest. And just a ball of emotions, just so much. I felt fear, and I've been staying away from that feeling for so long because I do believe, and this is my belief, you don't have to take this. Again, this is just me saying, talking. But it is my belief that fear, what you are afraid of, you will call it. I feel like you can call in things through fear or through positivity. And I was really trying to stay away from fear because I could call that in I could still call that in as much as I could call in something from a positive perspective. So I try to stay on the positive perspective because that's what I want in my life. But it was like, you know, I told y'all my mom works at a hospital. And it was like, you know, things started to get a little crazy at her job. And then my best friends, like, you know, for them, they're still working. And look, I'm about to get all upset. Calm yourself down. And then things are starting to get, or is chaotic where they are. And y'all, it all just hit me. It all just hit me. It all just hit me. Like the world hit me. And some of you probably have already gone through this and like, bitch, be quiet. Like we already been through this. We've already been, you know what I mean? But I'm just sharing my perspective. And when it hit me, y'all, I cried. And it just took me FaceTiming a student and truly seeing him. And I don't mean just seeing his face. I mean like truly seeing him, his abilities, what he needed, what he's not getting. Like that broke my heart. Broke my heart. Because if we were in school, y'all, I told y'all I work with students with disabilities. If we were in school, y'all, yes, things would be chaotic. My classroom was off the chain. Off the chain. But I love them. I love them so much. And in my heart of hearts, I only want the best for them. If that be with me as their teacher or with somebody else as their teacher. But I just want the best for my students and for all students. And in that moment, it's like, I thank him so much because he really allowed me to feel the weight and the pressure of the world. Like, because I was in my bubble. I was in my own little protective bubble. And I blocked out a lot of things because I didn't want to feel those things. I blocked out sadness because I didn't want to be sad. I blocked out fear because I didn't want to be in a fearful state. And it's like all of those things are 100% normal for what the heck we're going through as a collective. So, like I was saying, I cried and I cried and I cried. And I'm telling y'all, I cried for over an hour. And I just sobbed and boo-hooed. And then my sadness turned into anger because then I was just so pissed off that this was even happening. And how could we let this happen? And how could people allow this to happen? And why did it get this bad when other people knew about this happening? And what the was going on? What were they thinking? And then I was mad at myself. Why wasn't I more aware? Why didn't I keep up politically, with the news? Why wasn't I paying attention? There could have been something I could have done. There's something. And then guilt started to come in. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough. It was all of these emotions. But I say that to say my body and my mind and my spirit needed to purge. There were things that I was allowing to build up in me that would have turned, if I did not release them, would have become this huge weight, this huge ball of a mess that I would have kept inside me if I hadn't just took time to sit with it, to recognize it, to understand it, to be with it, and then to just let it go. Let it go. In the moment, it was chaotic. It was all over the place. It was scary. It was heartbreaking. It was frustrating. The process of dealing with it, of having all of these emotions happen to me that I knew was coming. I had felt them, but I kept putting them back. No, I don't want to feel that. No, I want to feel joy. No, I don't want to feel that. And I'm just saying, and this is for me too, don't feel like you can't allow yourself to feel the feelings that you need to feel, because being able to feel those feelings really opens you up even more and it helps to cleanse your soul. Like, it really helps to put you in a state to where now you can come back like, okay, I'm posting today because I was able to go through it. I was able to sit with it. Of course, there's still work that needs to be done. I'm not 100% back to like feeling my normal self because things keep coming up and then there's something else that I need to release. But I want to say, as things are coming to you, accept them in no matter what it is. If it's fear that you're feeling, allow that fear to come in. Recognize that fear. Think, why am I afraid? What is it I'm afraid of? And then release it and then say, okay, I understand. This is what you're fearful of. Like, okay, you're afraid that your mom is going to get sick at her job because of where she works. That is completely 100% understandable. And you're not the only one feeling this way. Now, Loretta, we can continue to sit in fear, and we know that it's not going to do anything, and it might actually cause that illness to come upon her. Or we can say, thank you, fear, for coming here and allowing me to feel you for a second, but I don't want to sit in you. I appreciate you for being here. And then I release it. And I allow love to come in and to take over. And to sit in and kind of like literally like, okay, y'all, this is really weird, but like I think of like releasing fear, but also like letting love come in and just kind of like go over my body and like cover me in its white light and wrap me in its silk and just in its cloud and just allow me to kind of be back in this sacred space, in this happy space. And then I'm able to go on about my day. Like, and then I'm able to move on. Or like, you know, sometimes I might need to take a nap because I ain't gonna lie. That is one thing that like, I didn't realize that I needed. I needed to sleep. Like my body needed to sleep because it needed to release some of those things that were starting to build up. And so I want to say, if you're a person who, you know, don't want to feel those feelings or have been moving away from those feelings, it's not bad to feel them. Allow them to come in, allow them to work through your body as they need to, and then release them. Y'all know I love to pull tarot, and we're about to be at 20 minutes, and we're at 17 right now. So I'm just going to pull probably 2 cards because we're already at 17 minutes, which means I talk too much. But I can't help it. So patience is what was on top. It's like, be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself. Allow yourself to go through the motions. Ooh, door to value. There's some money on the table, even if we can't see it. Absolutely, I receive that, especially, okay? Appreciation. Yeah, be appreciative of where you are and who you are and what you have. Especially when there are so many people who don't have what you have, who can't get access to what you have. Like, y'all, it was just a lot. I wanted to share something, but I couldn't. That was enough. And it's like, have strength. Believe in your own strength. Like, we're going to get through this, y'all. We're going to get through this. We might not be able to see the outcome, but we're going to get through this. The contract fell out. I'll put it back. 2 angels. Yeah, 2 angels. 2 angels came out. An angel and an archangel. The angel of balance and the angel of the crown chakra, Uriel. So, angel of balance, I'm feeling like it's like we're all coming into balance, right? Whether that be balance in like your emotional stability and your home life. And I'm even seeing this as like a worldwide like thing. Like the world is coming into balance, right? And it's fucking crazy out there, man. It's freaking crazy. But like, God is really working through us. He's really sending messages to us. We just have to be open to hear it. We just have to be open. And it's like calling on that archangel Uriel to help you understand the messages that he's bringing to you, the balance that he's bringing into your own life during this time. What is it that I need to focus on so that I can bring balance into my life? How do I connect with the Most High so that I am open to these things. Patience came out again, right? Be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to be. You know, don't feel like you have to work through this, you know, all at once. It's like, allow yourself to be in the moment. Allow yourself to feel what you feel, and allow the process to just kind of like to work through you. You know what I mean? Like to just move. All right, we're at 20 minutes, y'all. I'm sorry. I only be looking at the time because I know people don't want to sit and watch a 30-minute YouTube video. Like, who wants to do that? Especially, I was about to say especially of me, but of me, of course you want to watch a 30-minute video. All right, let me stop. Don't be talking about me either. Emotional withdrawal. Yeah, I can definitely understand this. Like, we're all in a place where like emotions are high. And so we're either like tapping into that or we're withdrawing from it. But I really see this as like advice to go into a space, a sacred space of your own. And if you live with other people, like, it's okay. Go into the bathroom. Like, I know everybody doesn't meditate, so really do it on your time. If you can only do 3 minutes, do 3 minutes. You can only do 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. If you could do 20 to 30 minutes, do that. If you can do hours, do that. For me, it really depends on what's happening in my surrounding and how much time I can dedicate. But I think it's all about intention. I don't always think it's about time. I think it's about how strong your intention and your willpower is. It's like, take time to go into a sacred space and just connect and just be, so you can allow your emotions to really work through you, so that this angel of balance can come in and balance you out, balance out those emotions. Look how she's holding whatever this is, y'all. It's like, that's how she's going to look at you. Like, I really want to balance you. I want to put you in a place. And then like, you might receive some messages in there. Like, you might receive what you need in there. And I saw this card and I was like, let me shuffle and see. And then love begins. And I think this is love of self, but also like love of the world. Like us coming together. Because this is a really like freaking crazy time. And it's like, we're going to come together to pour love back into the world. Especially when we were so selfish. We were so selfish. And underneath it, it says, stay in your ground. Yeah, there's some big shit coming. There's some, I'm not a psychic. I don't know what the fuck is coming. But it's like, during this time, stay in your ground. Like, truthfully, and I'm seeing this as like, stay in your ground in love, stay in your ground in light. Be positive. Allow room for heaven to come to earth. Right? Don't be moved by the craziness that is going around in the world. Like, truly believe that things can work out and they will work out. And y'all know I like to pull a self-care card. What can you do during this time to help you, right? To help you. So let's see. I'm going to pull one more card. It says build strength. And this, y'all, this is not talking about like, I mean, it is talking about like, I need to be going to the gym, but this is also like, you see her third eye is open and her other eyes are closed. It's like, no, build spiritual strength, because it's a spiritual war. Like, we always known that, but it's like, if you can't see that now, child, I don't know when you're going to see it. It says look for fairies. I haven't worked with fairies, y'all, so I can't speak about the fae very much. I would love to work with them. I'm pussy though. Oh gosh, I can't be talking like that. Yeah, get some rest. Absolutely. I'm scared to work with the fae. I'm not scared to work with the fae. I just don't have a lot of knowledge, and I just, you know, if you don't know nothing, don't go jumping into something until you at least research. I don't know. And then I've also gotten a message that like, I need to stop doing so much research and just jump in. Oh y'all, I can't show y'all what came out. Some of us are already in the house doing this, especially if we're in there with our booze. Some of us are already in there doing this. That's what came out. All right, let's see what comes out. I'm sorry, y'all, because this is a 30-minute video. It is what it is. I'm going to try to stop talking so much and then get into tarot earlier. Some people don't even probably stick around for the tarot. So what am I talking about? Oh, look at that. One came out. Connect with the womb, y'all. Even though this says connect with your womb, if you are a female, absolutely connect with your womb. But I'm seeing this as connect with Mother Earth. Because that's our womb, right? This is where we come from. It's like, take this time to connect with Mother Earth. Go outside and truly connect with where it is. And look, there's the moon right there. I was talking about Earth, but take this time to connect with the moon. Take this time to connect with the sun. Take this time to connect with where you come from. Truthfully, where you come from, right? If you're a Christian, if you're Muslim, take this time. Buddhist, there's so many other religions, y'all. Six, I really like them. I like their dancing. I think that's what they're called. Take a walk. Yeah, this is like, take some time to really connect with your divine self. Not just, it's like, take time to come back from who birthed you. How did we get here? Where did we originate from? That is what I'm seeing that as. And then it says sound healing. I love sound healing, y'all. I just did this with a friend. It was beautiful. Such a beautiful look at the stars and the vision board. I think this is for me because my vision board has been sitting for. So I'm going to go with connect with Mother Earth, right? The moon, the stars, the sun. Maiden, mother, and crone. The phases of life. And do some sound healing. This really helps, y'all. If y'all haven't done this, like, go on YouTube and just find some sound healing stuff. It really, like, I felt my body pulsating through this, like, really vibrating. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Tonight, if you can, look at the stars. And if you haven't already, make your vision board for 2020. Because the truth is, we are going to come out of this. And when we come out of this, who do you want to be? I think I've asked that question before. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And it says spend time with friends. Y'all, connect virtually with friends. I've been having a beautiful time connecting with my friends virtually. And it really gave me an appreciation for them because I'm solo dolo all the time. I love to be in my own space, in my own house. But being able to connect with friends, especially like-minded friends, has been absolutely beautiful. So I hope this message find you all in good spirits. I hope it resonates with you in some sort of way. If it does, I love it. And if it doesn't, I hope that you find exactly what it is that you're looking for. I love y'all. Peace.